At lunchtime, the temperature outside was 15 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature is expected to drop 18 degrees Fahrenheit by midnight. What will the temperature be at midnight? It starts at 15 degrees and then it's dropping by 18 degrees. When subtracting integers, we can think of it as keeping the first one the same and then adding the opposite of the second. 15 plus negative 18 is the same as 15 minus 18. We then subtract the smaller from the larger, giving us 3. But then we have to think about the sign of that number. If it started out at 15 degrees, which is positive, and then dropped by 18 degrees, it's now in the negative values. So negative 3 degrees Fahrenheit. In part B, the highest point in California is Mount Whitney at 14,497 feet. The lowest point in California is Death Valley at 282 feet below sea level. What is the difference in these elevations? We start at 14,497 and we're dropping to below sea level. So we want to subtract negative 282 feet. Remember that the double negative is really addition. So we have 14,497 plus 282. And adding these, we'll get 9, 7 carry the 1, 7, 4, 1. 14,779 feet. Next, let's evaluate. We have the absolute value bars. We need to simplify inside the bars first. Negative 15 minus 10. That becomes negative 25. And remember, when a number is inside the absolute value bars, it simply becomes positive. Here we have negative 27 minus 40. First, we need to do 27 minus 40. This will give us 13. And inside that is actually negative 13 because the larger number was being subtracted from a smaller number. We now have negative 13. The negative 13 inside the absolute value bars becomes positive, but the negative on the outside stays there. So we have negative 13 in the end. In this example, we need to make a substitution. We replace y with negative 22 and then minus 9. Negative 22 minus 9. We need to add these two values. And we get 31. But since both numbers were negative to begin with, the result is also negative. And in part B, we replace the x with negative 14. Notice we have the double negatives, so that becomes plus 14, and we get 26.